Guys, today I'm going to install 16 GB RAM on my Lenovo ThinkPad X230. Let's see whether it supports this capacity. And I have macOS installed, macOS Mojave on my ThinkPad. So let's check it out how it goes. First of all, we have to remove the back cover, which is covering the RAM slots. There are two screws. These two screws are for the keyboard, so we just unscrew these two screws to uncover the RAM. There you go. Okay, I forgot to remove the battery. Make sure you remove the battery. Okay. So I just flip the RAM outside. Now this is a 4 GB DDR3 RAM. And now this is a single stick 8 GB RAM, so there are two of them. So I'm going to upgrade it to 16 GB now. Make sure the indentation is proper, is aligned, so that you know where you are installing the RAM. Just push it in and it should snap like this. You need to hear that sound. Repeat the same thing for the other RAM. Okay, so the indentation is here. Do not over tighten these screws, because if the threading gets damaged, it's very difficult to replace them, and you might not be able to open it in future. These are just like placeholders, you don't need to over tight. Okay, now we are battery. Let me first enter the BIOS and see if the RAMs have been detected. Yes, installed memory is 16384 MB, so that is 16 GB of RAM. Okay, so I am exiting the BIOS. Let me boot up macOS. Let's see if macOS picks up the 16 GB of RAM, because this is a Hackintosh build, so there were some pre-configurations that were done, so I'm not sure if it needs to be reconfigured according to a 16 GB MacBook, because the earlier installation was for a 4 GB RAM, if I'm not wrong. I don't see much of a difference in the boot up times compared to my 4 GB RAM. This is a 16 GB RAM. I thought it should have booted faster, and there is an occasional glitch which just came, which never happened with the 4 GB RAM. Okay. Okay, this was quick. Yeah, the loading was definitely quick. Let's see whether it has detected 16 GB. Yes, 16 GB, 1600 megahertz DDR3 RAM. So macOS has detected the RAM, 16 GB of RAM. I had some apprehensions. I thought maybe since this was a Hackintosh build, it might not detect the 16 GB of RAM that was installed. And also I did my research on YouTube and other forums. I didn't find many articles or videos showing the X230 installed with the macOS and fitted with the 16 GB RAM. So I was a little apprehensive, but as you can see here, both the slots have 16 GB detected, running at 1600 megahertz. So yeah, that's it. So it's definitely feels a little bit snappier, but I really can't say without using it. Yeah, I mean, launching of apps is quicker. Yeah, it's definitely quicker compared to my 4 GB of RAM. I need to do some testing on other softwares, and post that I'll be able to give you a review. So in case you need a review of how fast it is with the 16 GB RAM with the Hackintosh build for this Lenovo X230, do leave me a comment. So if there are sufficient requests, I will probably do a video on that. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.